Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Ginger Hour, the show where I talk about things that I want to talk about. Today, I want to talk about some video games. I think I mentioned, either I said last week that I was going to get my PC or that I just got my PC. And in either case, I got my new PC. I'm so jazzed. I love her to death. Her name is Catherine. She's my prettiest princess. Um, But yeah, when I got her, I started gaming again, and since I got her, I have played through 3 games, and that's dumb. I didn't play that many games before I quit gaming. Well, quit gaming. I took a break, and I'll probably never quit gaming. So I'm gonna talk a bit about the games that I played, and I think I talked about Tears of the Storm characters last time. That was my phone, and if you can hear that, that was Twitter. I'll check that later. Um, but yeah, I want to talk about these games. So the first one is Ori and the Blind Forest. Let's put up the wiki page because why prepare? Um, uh, Ori and the Blind Forest is a single-player platform adventure video game, according to Wikipedia. It is a side-scrolling, bounce around, jump around, platforming type game. It's very pretty. It's uh, it's pretty. It feels perfectly fine to play. It feels. I think the controls are decent at best. No, that's not what I want to say. They're decent at worst. I liked it. I think it. I felt it. Um, I thought it felt responsive enough. I think it's gonna be a short one because, like, I don't know. Um, it's one of those games that I really wanted to play when it was released almost a year ago now, um, and it's so pretty. It looks so very good. And when I got my PC, I insta bought it for €20, which I felt was a bargain. Of course, a couple of weeks later, when I checked out Steam, it's like 50% off. That's whatever. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't think I'm going to be playing it again anytime soon. Um, I liked it. I did. It was a neat experience. I don't know. It's again, it's very pretty. Like, you want something that looks really good and has really nice art style, play this game. It's worth it almost just for that. It can be a bit frustrating though. Like, if you should be able to make that jump or like that bit of platforming, and you just can't seem to do it. That's so infuriating. Like, you can see what you're supposed to do, but you can't quite pull it off. That's the worst. Like, in any game. But yeah, I liked it. It's Let's see if I can see anything on this the wiki page here. We have, let's see, checking out reception here. We have review scores. We have 9.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, 4 out of 6 stars, 9 out of 10, 4 out of 6 stars, and around that range. The lowest score this game has got was 8.5 out of 10 by IGN. And 8.5 is very high. Like, I realize there's been this inflation in the scoring of games. Like, anything below a 7 is basically not worth playing, according to a lot of people. But a 5 or a 6 is still pretty good if 1 is the worst thing and 10 is the literal perfect game. Um, it seems to have won some awards for Best Audio and Xbox Game of the Year, the Golden Joystick Awards 2015. and the Game Awards he won Best Art Direction. I could get that. It's got a couple of other like nominations, but nothing, no actual awards. But yeah, I think you should play that game if you feel like you're interested in playing it. And if you're like meh about side-scrolling platformers, then stay away. It's not for you. Don't do it. Um, this next game was perfectly decent. It was not fantastic. It wasn't even great. It was enjoyable enough to play all the way through to me. It's Rise of the Tomb Raider, and I had fun with. I liked Tomb Raider. I enjoyed the reboot. I thought it was a good game. I didn't think it was a good Tomb Raider game, but it was a good game as of in and out of itself, at least to me. Rise of the Tomb Raider is more of a Tomb Raider game than Tomb Raider was, the reboot that is. Um, and I enjoyed it. You're like the reboot Lara Croft, and you run around and you shoot some things with stuff. I pretty much exclusively use the bow because in games like this, I just go ham on stealth and what's the word I'm looking for? Sneak around everything and just stealth kill, stealth kill, stealth kill. I really liked it. It's I didn't actually buy this game. When I bought the parts for my PC, I bought an NVIDIA graphics card, and I got an email that same night that said, "Hey, you bought one of our graphics cards. You want this video game? Because you can have this video game if you want it. You know, stuff like that." So they just sort of gave me a free code for Resident Tomb Raider, and so I played it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. If you like third person, runny around the climby, puzzly, um, shooty kind of games, then you might enjoy this game. But if you don't, like, don't even bother. Um, let's see. I'm trying to find words. I had a thought, but I think it got away from me. Um, it was well received upon release, apparently. Um, its lowest score was 7.5 out of 10 by Destructoid, and it's got a couple of it's actually no, that's right, 7.5 Destructoid. It's got one 5 out of 5 stars, and it's got a bunch of 8s and 9s and stuff in between. And yeah, you know, um, I don't know that I'm going to be playing this again anytime soon, but I don't regret my time playing it. I think I put about 14 hours into it or something like that. And I can feel that is about, a reasonable sort of time. Apparently, they announced a third game in this rebooted series at Gamescom in 2K15, and I'm not gonna hate on that. I'm not gonna hype it. I might play it when it comes out, and if I don't, I'm not gonna sweat it too much. So yeah, that's that. Now the third game I played, I picked up just like earlier this week, and I literally sat down for 7 hours and just played this game. That game being Undertale. This game, guys, this fucking game. It is so crazy. It is an RPG by Toby Fox, and he did essentially the entire thing. It's so weird. Like, not a lot of games make me laugh out loud when something happens or when, like, in dialogue, but this game just. I almost didn't finish this game, and I am so happy that I did. I was at like the final boss type thing, and I had failed a couple of times, and like I was like, I am not feeling this game anymore, you know. And so I shut it down. I was like, nope, I ain't gonna bother. I want to have good memories of Undertale, and I'm not going to make myself hate it by playing this boss over and over and over again. Um, so I shut it off. I waited about an hour, and then I turned it back on and beat that boss in the first try. Like, he's not even that like difficult if you just sort of set your mind to it, I guess. Like, once you start recognizing his attacks, it's like, eh. Um, but the story is, you know, I like it. The characters are fantastic, like so good, and it's pixel arty, um, but like the characters and the world just looks gorgeous. Even so, it's a very very good game. I I think I'm going to um, hold off on this game for a long time before I touch it again, but I am almost definitely going to play this again sometime. Um, and I know there's a lot of stuff that I didn't see because because I've only played one playthrough and there is so much stuff in this game. Like, I think I got sort of a medium ending or something. I don't know. I didn't get a full pacifist run even though I tried because I goofed at a point, and if you played the game you might realize which point I goofed on. But I didn't kill anything that I didn't have to, apart from that goof. So, um, so yeah, I really like Undertale. I'm super happy that I actually played it. Um, the soundtrack, by the way, is phenomenal. Holy shit! I just scrolled down. It was a soundtrack. It's so good. Um, it's like, guys, the lowest score that this game has received is a 9 out of 10. That should say something, hopefully. Um, the game has won Best Game Ever by GameFAQs. It has won Best PC Game of 2K15 by Destructoid, Game of the Year 2K15 by the Jimquisition, Game of the Year 2015 by Zero Punctuation, Best PC Game of the Year and Best Story by IGN, and yeah, and it's got like nominations for various other stuff as well on the Game Awards and Giant Bomb. And I, yeah, I can see that. I really enjoy this game. It's a weird game, but it's a good kind of weird, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know. I would recommend you play it, but I know a lot of people is like, dude, you gotta play this game right now. What are you even doing? Why have you not played this game yet? And like, don't listen to those people because I don't know, like you're going to expect too much, and that's not a good thing either. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's a good game, but nothing um, nothing is ever that good. You know, like when you have this friend who's like, dude, you gotta see this movie right now. It is so good. It's never that good, and it's the same with this game. Like, if you expect too much, you're gonna be disappointed. Like either way, but if you feel like maybe this is a game that I would like, then I think you should play it, even if it's only a maybe. That's just my thought on the thing. Um, yeah, that's 15 minutes, just over 15 minutes of me talking a bit about the video games I played. I played a lot of Heroes of the Storm as well, because I always play a lot of Heroes of the Storm, but I'm not gonna get into that too much. I might do a thing, maybe bring a friend on and talk a bit about, stuff like that, but I don't know. We shall see, we shall see. Yeah, I also want to say we might talk about this in the next AVGP. I'm not sure. I think so. I think that's what we said. But today, just earlier, I ran my first D&D game with a couple of friends of mine, and I almost killed them. I think, I hope they had a good time all the way, all the while, and I hope that they're up for trying it again. Um, Maybe I'm gonna have to either scale down the creatures they fight or maybe have less of them, because at um, start off at level 1 I had them fight 2 skeletons and a zombie, and that was a bit too much maybe. So we'll see. I'm probably gonna figure it out sometime. Um, but yeah, next week I'm probably gonna have a bit more to talk about. Maybe, I don't know. I'm a bit tired honestly after GMing for hours. We said we'd call each other up. We were on Roll20. We were gonna call each other up at like 12, like at noon, and at noon 30 we were all there and started making characters. And at 6:30 p.m. we were done. So um, yeah, it was it was dumb and it was silly, but I had a lot of fun. Um, it was really cool to let them sort of like having it was nice to see someone walk through a scenario or a world or an anything really that you'd built like in your mind before. It was a really cool feeling, and I hope that I'll get to do that again. And yeah, I'm really hoping they're gonna say like, hey, let's do this again next week. Because I didn't ask, and there's one other friend who couldn't join today, so I'm gonna try to squeeze him into the game next time. Uh, but yeah, I am gonna go do other stuff. Um, so yeah, this was a very short thing compared to what I usually do, but that's probably fine. I don't know. Uh, um, let me know in the comments if you've played D&D and what you thought about it and what's your favorite class, race, whatever. Let me know if what you think about the games that I played. Let me know if you think I should have played other games, or maybe some games that you think I should play just straight up. Um, and yeah, do that. Leave me a like, because it makes me, if you liked it, of course, because it makes me feel good inside. Leave me a sub if you want to see when I publish more videos, I suppose is the word that I'm looking for. And follow me on the Tweetsters if you want to know what happens in my life when I bother to tweet. Um, that is at BreadRam Live, handle at BreadRam Live. So check it out if you wanna. I would appreciate it. I know that. But until next time, guys, have a good week.